The media is turning on Hasan by more Pegasus. Damn, bro, just can't stay out of trouble, you know. Always some tomfoolery going on with this guy. And hey, they do say, if you are a tomfoolery person, you bring on more tomfoolery. Yeah, he's not the smartest tool in the shed, so I guess it makes sense. Well, let's see.
Welcome back to a series so lawful, even Slip and Jimmy subscribed. In today's video, Hasan is back and threatening to sue the Wall Street Journal for their new article about him. They claim he's anti-Semitic and that the left should distance themselves from Hasan because he's an extremist. They simply quote him a bunch of times and Hasan responds having a meltdown. He does the classic Diddy Piker strategy. He tries to fake laugh and spam his soundboard as they literally expose him for being anti-Semitic. He claims they are watering down terms from the guy who spams Nazi every 2 seconds. He starts molding at Democrats for avoiding Hasan and falling for the propaganda. His chat then pushes him to file a lawsuit and he slowly starts walking it back because he knows he's gonna lose. Another Hasan article has dropped, this one a puff piece once again from Vanity Fair after his Oscar party appearance. Debunker XQC has responded absolutely cooking Hasan for pretending to be an expert in international relations. Subscribe so Hasan gets destroyed in court.
Let's up those numbers!
Now what?
Like, I know Hasan sucks. You know Hasan sucks. But look at this for a second. Watch this. I know he sucks making the videos, but damn, bro, Pegasus actually has Hasan's meat in his mouth permanently. Imagine every single day, bro wakes up and talks about Hasan. Hasan fans are turning on it big time. Hasan should go fucking breast. Hasan just got cancelled. Hasan. Like, at some point, yeah, it's enough. You know, you can maybe every once a week, twice a week. But you know what? Fair enough, grinding, he's getting his money. But you do, Hasan is really on his mind 24/7 because again. That's actually crazy. Hasan. Like, Hasan is actually paying bro's bills, paying his son's bills and his grandson's bills. Generational wealth right here. Actually insane.
Now let's begin. Right, so Hasan is back and he is now considering suing the Wall Street Journal for, I guess, defamation, for slander, for writing an article about him. And basically in this article, they call him out on his open anti-Semitism and he is not happy. Right, here we have the article from the Wall Street Journal. Democrats are too cozy with Hasan Piker. There's no excuse for failing to call out anti-Semitism on the left. Pure responded, Hasan's response, Zionists must have written this article. It's Israel, guys. I swear it's all Israel. Basically accurate picture of Hasan right here. Israel made me shock my dog, guys. Right, so Hasan responded on Twitter, says maybe he should sue some MFs after being called anti-Semitic. Basically, we got this loser here, Kyle Kolinsky, who routinely supports Hasan. We got this tweet, we're all for a Big Ten, but the Democratic Party needs to draw a line in the sand. Hasan Piker and his fellow Jew haters belong on the other side. He responds, Hasan should sue these people for libel. He says on a daily basis that he's anti-Zionist, not anti-Semitic, and that he repeatedly stresses that many Jews are on the front lines fighting against the ethno-state. The smear merchants are getting desperate because they see the writing on the wall. Israel is cooked with the dem base. Of course, guys, we should just believe the words out of Hasan Piker's mouth. We should also believe the one where he says, lying is OP.
Lying is OP, as I say all the time.
Definitely believe that one, guys. Also believe the one where he says he's 10 toes down for the Houthis, obviously, the terrorists.
10 toes fucking down. They are on the morally right side.
So Hasan says, maybe I should sue some MFers, and he's quote tweeting this. Judges are finding that criticism of Israel or Zionism is First Amendment protected speech, not anti-Semitic. Yeah, way to completely conflate the issue. Nobody's talking about criticism towards Israel. That's completely allowed. It's when Hasan is explicitly anti-Semitic, aligning with a bunch of terrorists who clearly want a certain group of people dead. Right, we got the professional rage baiter lawyer here. Hasan can consistently distinguishes between anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism. Under California law, falsely labeling someone as an anti-Semite constitutes defamation per se. They are effed. 31 replies. Classic.
Now that's the thing a lot of people need to get to try and stay on the right path. Because obviously we do not support the Israel government. They are messed up. We do not support what they're doing. But that doesn't give you an excuse to start hating all Jews. Start saying crazy stuff like, I hate all Jews, Hitler's right, Now you're just going left, absolutely left. And if you're supporting Hitler, ironically, especially if you're not white, you are just a couch chewer. Heard this from Young Don, that was so funny. In one of his videos, I was like, couch chewer. I've never heard anyone call people a couch chewer, bro. But I think it's actually facts. Same with racism. Racist, and you see what I mean? You take things from the extreme, you probably chew your couch, bro.
This guy's getting too good at rage baiting, I swear to God. I hope he does, and they're referring to the lawsuit. Seeing him trying to argue his dumbassery in front of a judge would be hilarious. He won't get away with it as easy when he's not arguing it to his room temperature IQ audience and his orbiters. Dude, it's gonna be hilarious when they start playing the legendary series in court. It's gonna be absolute cinema, I'm telling ya. Since he selectively claims to be a journalist, does this mean that Asmongold can sue him for repeated lies? I don't think Hasan thought that one through. Yeah, that's the thing. If Hasan dares decide to sue anybody, there's about 50 people just waiting to pounce on him with a lawsuit of their own. This guy just calls everybody PDF files for no reason, bro. So now every right-wing pundit can sue their critics for calling them racist, as long as they said, I'm not racist, and not all black people are bad. They all have. Yeah, I mean, obviously Hasan is going to deny it. Obviously Hasan is going to be like, oh yeah, well, I'm not anti-Semitic, I'm not a terrorist supporter, I'm not a dog shocker. He will lie in 10 different ways, obviously. You can't just take him at face value. That Kyle guy is clinically brain dead. What are you going to sue people for? Making fun of you for being dumb? And it's Hasan the cockroach in I guess a lawyer outfit here? They're ready. Look at my lawyers, dog. Nah, I'm going to jail, and we got Jillywig and Pokimane. This is unironically going to be Hasan's lawyers, bro. I mean, they do the job online for free anyways. Just a reminder, when the dog abuse clip was bought in front of Pokimane, she goes, mods? Do I have mods? And just instantly doesn't even play the clip.
Come here. Hey.
Mods? Do I have mods?
And Jillywig says, on his mother's life, it's not a shock collar, it's a vibration collar, of course.
I got close-up pictures of the shock collar. I didn't see prongs. I'm pretty sure it's a vibrate collar. On my mother's life.
Bunch of clowns. Anyways, Hasan responded on stream crashing out, should I sue the Wall Street Journal? And he's basically going through the entire article, calling it all slander, and we'll see that that is not the case. Also, we are playing a special edition of Hasan Piker Bingo today. Shout out to Kiara Simp for sending me this. If you want to send me like a bingo, you can do it on Instagram or whatever. But yeah, let's see if we can get a couple strikes here.
Ironic, because it's called Free Expression, is a daily newsletter on American life, politics, and culture. It's called Free Expression. The title is, Democrats are too cozy with Hasan Piker. There's no excuse for failing to call out the anti-Semitism on the left. Okay, yeah, Cuba can wait. You have to respond to this wonkery ASAP. The anti-Semitism spewed by Mr. Carlson, Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens, and other far-right bigots is well documented and widely condemned. But the far left has anti-Semites too. No left-wing agitator is more influential or extreme than Twitch streamer Hasan Piker. Mr. Piker is often called a progressive, but that does violence to the term. A self-identified Marxist, he is referred to ultra-Orthodox Jews as inbred, employed anti-Semitic dog whistles, bloodthirsty, violent pig dog against an anti-Hamas viewer on his stream, compared liberal Zionists to liberal Nazis, and said, Hamas is 1,000 times better than the Israeli state.
Of course, back at it again with the hideous laugh. We have already in the first clip got a strike on the bingo for Diddy Piker, literally under a minute. Also, it's not only just one, he used the soundboard as well. He simply could not resist. 35-year-old grown man cannot stop pressing the fa sound effect every 5 seconds. You're very hip. You're very cool, Hasan. You're the coolest person in the world. You're totally 20 years old, like the phase guys. You're definitely not reaching your 40s. Anyways, if you look at the article there, they are literally just pointing out your own words, Hasan. And instead of actually thinking that, hey, you know, maybe I probably shouldn't, you know, call everybody inbred or support literal terrorist groups, you know, instead of actually addressing any of that criticism, he just starts his fucking obnoxious, annoying ass fake laugh like an absolute loser, bro. How about for once in your life you respond to the criticism, you absolute clown? If you insist that you're not anti-Semitic, you actually need a defense, right? And I have a feeling I know what the defense is going to be, and it's probably going to be in our bingo too. It's only a matter of time. Anyway, so Hasan keeps going through the article and he keeps saying it's slander for quoting him like word for word.
Obviously, this is an incredible smear, incredible slander. As someone who has spent every single day and will continue to spend every single other day combating anti-Semitism, it's very funny when they try to do this vicious smear, but it's completely nonsensical. Perhaps even worse, everyone knows that it's nonsensical. Because most people realize nowadays that if you say anti-Israel, there's going to be a million think pieces on how you're actually anti-Semitic. But most Americans already know that that's bullshit. What's worse is there are actual anti-Semites out there who are taking advantage of this media landscape. And the more that these institutions like the ADL and all these other people, like the more they also tie me back to Nick Fuentes, the more they do a disservice to the term anti-Semitism.
Yeah, guys, Hasan is totally not anti-Semitic. So just like a couple videos ago, Hasan, you were literally collabing with Mike from PA, one of your orbiters there, who said the phrase that got him banned from Twitch, right? That, you know, Jews are de-ethnicity or whatever. And, you know, saying that, I'm not even going to repeat it. I don't want to get my video flagged, right? Explicitly anti-Semitic. He got banned on Twitch for it. And you have no problem with that, right? You endorse him, you support him, and that obviously shows that you have no problem with it. I mean, you align with the terrorists, bro, who want them all dead. So, like, that obviously shows where your mindset is at. In fact, there's probably an argument to put Hasan in prison because he aligns with the terrorists who, you know, say D to America and want all Americans dead as well. So it's kind of, I don't know. I feel like that's pretty against your country. You'd probably just lock him up for that. At least I would if I was in charge, hypothetically, right? Now, also he goes, oh, you're watering down the terms. Oh, really, Hasan? We're watering down the terms anti-Semitic by calling Hasan anti-Semitic, of course. So the guy who literally calls everybody a Nazi, every single person in Israel Dick Rider a PDF file based on zero evidence at all, right? The guy who is clearly watering down so many terms, he's the guy accusing us of actually pointing out anti-Semitism where it's obviously there. As usual, Projection Piker back at it again. Also, of course, he brings up Israel. That's another one on the bingo, baby. We're getting there. That should be in the absolutely free category. I mean, come on. Like, I don't think a single video goes by without him spamming that shit. And I guess we can strike off supporting terrorists as well, because he did read that part where, you know, they mentioned him supporting Hamas, and he sort of doubled down on it, right? Right. So then he says that he is the one combating anti-Semitism, of course. I mean, wow. Really the biggest anti-racist ever.
I've spent a tremendous amount of time combating anti-Semitism, decoupling Israel from Jewish people, okay? Decoupling Zionism from Judaism. I can't expect every person on the planet to have spent 6 years almost daily in this community, but it legitimately drives me insane to see this half-ass slinging as someone who's here all the time as a Jewish community member. I know anti-Semitism when I see it. And if I thought you were the community were anti-Semitic, I wouldn't be a 63-month sub. Yeah, it's so stupid. It's narcissistic. It's paranoid. It's idiotic. It dilutes the term. It ironically contributes to actual real anti-Semitism being fomented. And these guys don't understand that they are now in the echo chamber, not us.
Of course. So the sane people who are actually rightfully calling you out, they're the ones in the echo chamber. Of course. I mean, how do you...
I mean, just because one guy is glazing you and giving you money for 63 months, I think that doesn't mean that you're not what you are, mate. That doesn't disprove, oh, one guy. That's like when they say, oh, that's like when they're like, oh, as a black man, I found it funny. You don't speak for all black people. You listen, mate, you're not the king of blacks. of black people. You're not that guy. You can't speak for all of us. Same way this guy's like, oh, that's a Jewish expression. That as a something doesn't work, mate. You're not the spokesman for all the race or the religion. Just calm down.
Get this delusional, man. And first off, about the Hasan fan there, right? I mean, if you're a Hasan fan for 6 years, I don't feel like you qualify as intelligent life anymore. Your human status should be revoked. Your neurons have been degenerated, shipped off to another planet or something. You're more like a amorphous amoeba at that point, right? A brain that is degraded, rotted, decomposed. And I can't imagine like how self-hating you gotta be to be Jewish and still like watching Hasan as well, when he routinely just shits on you, says the most racist statements ever. Like, that's actually so sad for you. And I gotta mention the 63-month sub, bro. Holy shit. I mean, I hope for your sake you're rich or something like that, because that is a goddamn waste of money right there. Anyway, so then he starts
Like 63 months. I don't know how much a month costs, but imagine you put that 63 months. Imagine that's over a year, gang. Over a year. I don't know. What's that? Oh, it's like a lot of time. That's years, bro. Years. Imagine you put that money in a nice little high stocks ISA, a nice savings account. Build it up. You could have a nice little nest egg to treat yourself, maybe go on holiday, maybe do something that you enjoy. But no, you've given it to some guy that's already a multi-millionaire, by the way. He does not need your money. And now you're giving it to him when you yourself, I know you're not rich. Who are you? We don't know you are. You're not rich. You could at least use that money to go enjoy. But people will love to waste their money. I don't get how people still donate to millionaire streamers. Like, imagine some guy donating £100 to, oh, I show speed, yes. Donating money, bros. He could buy you, your family, your house, and then transport all of you to another country, and he still won't feel it in his bank account. So why are you giving him money? I don't get it, man. I feel like small creators, fair enough. Once you're big, you're not seeing a penny from me.
criticizing Democrats and liberals for, not supporting him.
These guys have lost their power in the party, and that's why they're lashing out. It's not just about demanding that the Democrats become pro-Israel. That's one aspect of this story. The other aspect of the story is that third-way neoliberalism is now openly seen as a failed attitude that is responsible for the Democrats losing to Trump twice. They know that the base has rejected third-way neoliberalism. And that's why they're trying to do this. Mr. Piker's depravity doesn't stop there. His misogyny is indistinguishable of the far-right influencers. He believes America deserved 9/11. He praised the Chinese Communist Party, saying, in terms of good governance, there's a lot we can learn from the way they perform.
Yeah, I remember when he said that. Oh, America deserved 9/11. What an insane take, I can't lie. Yeah, all those innocent people that just happened to be in the towers, guess they deserved it, gang. That actually insane brain rot thing to say.
Out there, again, totally endorsing these statements. Don't know why they said misogyny when talking about this, but what is misogynistic about this other what is this? Oh my God, they're posting this. They're posting bro tips. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, again, just refusing to address any of the statements, just going, oh yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome. They're posting bro tips. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty iconic, Hasan, Mr. Old enough to count, old enough to mount.
Old enough to count, old enough to mount? Question mark?
Old enough to...
What happened to bro? Let's go back to that. Bro used to have a bit of mass, a bit of a bit in the gym, What happened to that? The minute he fell off, he became like, he was a misogynist with making all these cringe how to get women videos. He was muscular. Now he makes stupid political comedy, and I guess he lost all the muscles. Maybe you have to be misogynist to get muscle. Maybe I don't make the rules. Nah, I'm joking. Who am I?
Old enough to mount.
Old enough to count, old enough to mount? Question mark?
Old enough to bark, old enough to spark. Kaya knows that one very well. She's got that slogan memorized. Also, he is, in fact, calling out liberals here. That's another strike for the bingo. Absolute cinema. Thank you, Hasan. Making my life easy here. I'm probably going to be in the nursing home just, playing some Hasan bingo. God, I hope not. I hope by then he's, perma-banned and arrested, hopefully. But yeah, I love how he just reads...
He would definitely be in the nursing home playing Hasan bingo. Hassan is so deeply in his mind that even when he's 80 and he should be thinking about retirement, passing it on to the grandkids, spending time with family, he'll still be thinking about Hassan. Hassan, gotta make a video.
Every statement, and he goes, yeah, I totally agree, guys. I totally agree. Also, I don't see how I'm anti-Semitic. I don't know, man. Maybe it's the inbred, maybe it's the terrorist supporter, maybe it's all your statements. Shouldn't be allowed to be the local dog walker, treated like neo-Nazis. Hasan unironically goes, I don't know how they see me as a terrorist supporter. All I do is support terrorists and say that terrorist attacks are deserved, like 9/11, and also preemptively says if any future terrorist attack happens, it's a false flag by Israel, of course. I mean, you gotta be their lawyer or something, dude. You gotta be getting paid. Like, you're doing this for free? All of what they've said so far are true statements, so you can't sue them for pointing out literal facts about you. So then they talk about how Hasan needs to be separated from the left, which he absolutely does, right? He's a complete, radical extremist, right?
Mr. Piker is anti-American, anti-women, anti-Western, and anti-Semitic. No Democrat should engage with him. All should seek to push him to the fringe where he belongs. This isn't happening. The Pod Save America team put him on stage at CrookedCon. Abdul El-Sayed, a candidate for Senate in Michigan, tweeted a picture of himself celebrating Piker with a supporter. California Representative Ro Khanna, a possible presidential hopeful, pushed back on X against concerns we raised about anti-Semitism on the far left, declaring his pride in going on Mr. Piker's feed. Mr. Piker chimed in to support him. Handing Mr. Piker a microphone isn't magnanimous or respectful of views that test your priors. Going on a show isn't a sign of bravery or willingness to talk to the other side or to show up in challenging places. All these things do is support a bigot.
I mean, did they lie? I mean, absolutely true. He is all of those things and more. And I feel like anyone who platforms this guy and allows him to consistently spread his terrorist propaganda is part of the problem, right? And that's why I routinely criticize these Hollywood streamers who normalize Hasan, right? Like Pokimane and Jellywig and Cutie. He's not just some like controversial guy, oh, don't associate with him. This is a dude causing real world harm, brainwashing the masses. I'm telling you, the effects of Diddy Piker will be studied for centuries. And in my opinion, he's literally inspiring future terror as well. So he needs to be stopped. So then they literally make the distinction that you are allowed to criticize Israel, obviously, just don't take it too far and be explicitly anti-Semitic and go after people who have nothing to do with it, right? And Hasan just cannot see the difference.
Many American Jews,
They did him dirty with that picture. You did not have to use that image.
including us, abhor Israel's current leaders. Criticism of Israeli policy isn't anti-Semitic. The Israel-Hamas war was a humanitarian catastrophe for Gaza, and settler violence against Palestinians in the West Bank is appalling. But the Jew haters on the left go much further. They use loaded words taught in social justice seminars: apartheid, genocide, settler colonialism. They push age-old tropes about Jewish wealth and influence, Epstein class, turning tax the rich into tax the Jews, and they replace the word Jew with Zionist, which, by the way, I didn't do this, and I would never do this. This language is more than offensive. It can beget violence. Last year, an alleged murderer seemingly inspired by left-wing rhetoric killed 2 people for the crime of being at the Capitol Jewish Museum. That's a crazy way to explain that story.
Wow, somebody didn't give Hasan's editor the memo there. You're not actually supposed to bring up that one, because we all remember what happened there, where Hasan had to put his chat in emote-only mode because they were too busy spamming hearts for the terrorists that murdered civilians, We all remember that one, Hasan, you absolute psycho freak. And your insane ass community. He goes, yeah, crazy way to tell the story. They didn't even tell the worst part about it. They didn't even tell how you and your community responded. This article isn't even in depth. It's like the most surface level thing. This is like 1/100th of what you'd find out about Hasan in the Legendary series. They should honestly take a watch, right? If they watch, they would be able to elaborate on this. In fact, they should attach a clip with every single quote, right? So you can't say shit. And here on the Legendary series, we have all the clips. We have all the facts. Facts are facts, according to Hasan.
Facts are still facts. Democrats must understand that accepting anti-Semitic figures like Mr. Piker into the mainstream puts Jewish Americans' lives in danger. There's no excuse for putting political tribalism before Jewish safety, or for overlooking hatred to generate likes online, or for failing to act against the surge of anti-Semitism spread by the Hasan Pikers of the world and normalized by too many on the Democratic side. We are all for a big tent, but the Democratic Party needs to draw a line in the sand. Hasan Piker and his fellow Jew haters belong on the other side.
Okay, so that was the entire article. So Again, Hasan, what are you going to sue them for? Literally pointing out everything you've said and done yourself. I didn't see a single thing in there that would qualify as defamation. Only Hasan would actually threaten a lawsuit over literal facts. Bro's unironically gonna go to court and be like, please, it's out of context. No, Israel actually took over my lawyer. I should be winning this case. Israel made me say that. They implanted a voice modulation tool. The other lawyer, all they have to do is play the legendary series in court, and then the case takes several months because everybody is busy watching the absolute entertainment. So then it goes on and on. They get to the final episode.
I like how everyone has to just sue these days. Like, mate, the minute you say something that someone doesn't like, that's like maybe slightly about them, now they have to sue. And like, even Donald Lump, bro, they're either suing the whole BBC. They made one segment, bro didn't like it, now he's suing. And like, they even made a South Park episode about it. It was quite funny, about how Trump just likes to sue everyone the minute they don't like anything. Like, bro, just chill out. It's not everyday lawsuit. Just go about your day.
Diddy Piker loses, everybody goes home. I get a bunch of new fans from the court. The jury loves it. They're all subscribers. Cinema. So anyways, then Hasan's chat, thinks he's actually serious here, and they're like, oh, sue Hasan. And Hasan walks back his Twitter threats, obviously, because he can't sue them.
I applaud the authors for calling out Mr. Piker as well as Tucker Carlson's anti-Semitism. It's so easy to blame the Jews for everything. So much is jealousy. Okay, Wall Street Journal is so unimaginably right-wing. It's a right-wing hole over there in the comments. Here's a thought. If you're a Democrat, as the authors claim to be, don't vote for the party that hates your ethnicity and wants to see you and your countrymen eliminated. Yeah, okay, sounds like slander. You might have to talk to a lawyer. Man, shut up. No, it's slander, but it doesn't matter. Okay, and you need to understand, this is the most low motion, no motion having article.
It's always the guys that have never sued anybody that always screaming lawsuit. Some random guy in the comments saying, oh, you should sue them, bro. Speak to your lawyer, bro. You think that's worth the money, time, and effort to go and sue someone? What is he going to gain from that? Bro, just calm down. Not everyday lawsuit. Let's just all go have an ice cream and go about our day.
That could have ever been written.
Right. Oh, okay. I get it, guys. So the article has no motion. That's why he's not going to sue, right? That's why he's literally reading it out in front of his audience, right? Because it has no motion, obviously. It's not because he's going to get absolutely embarrassed in court, obviously. No, guys, please. I'm not pussing out. Also, I mean, you can say it has no motion, but you're literally there reading it. And also, now it's on the legendary series, which has a lot of motion, more than your channel, actually. So I'd say a lot of people have seen this article now, and more mainstream people now know about it, that you're a fucking loser. So then he talks about how they want to make Hasan blacklisted from collabing with politicians, which is a good goal, to be honest.
Right? That they think they can actually bully politicians from not associating with someone like myself because they're stupid and think that I am almost single-handedly responsible for how much people hate Israel now. They're dumb. It's that simple. They're stupid. Because if you strike me down, there will be others that will take my place. I'm not single-handedly responsible for people hating Israel. You're an idiot if you think that. Do you understand? I'm a megaphone. I'm offering a voice to those who don't get that voice in mainstream media. That's it. That's it. And a lot of people can't comprehend that. They think, oh, this guy's hypnotizing people. They unironically think this. It's that simple. They think that I'm hypnotizing the masses.
I mean, you absolutely are, you damn cult leader. There's normal individuals who somehow, I don't know the process, this is a undiscovered scientific phenomena where they go into a Hasan Piker stream and somehow, through repeated brainwashing, come out the other side as fellow terrorist glazers. And it's like their rational thinking is stripped away. They just become LGBT Hezbollah supporters, whatever the fuck that means. Real smart people, you know? Hasan goes, I'm a voice for the people. Who are the people? The terrorists. The dudes with AK-47. I'm giving them a voice. Okay, man. Nice one. He's the voice for the Iranian regime, of course, who plays him on TV alongside his sidekick, Sneeko, of course. Anyway, so he continues pussying out, saying that he's not going to sue now.
Suing someone for defamation is a long, convoluted, and very expensive process. There is no reason to entertain it. There's no reason to engage with it. The reason why, the reason why I don't take this initiative is because they've already lost the battle. Who gives a f? They've lost the battle. I spent years and years eating this slander non-stop. What good did that do them? I was deplatformed. I had financial opportunities actively taken away. I was cast aside, made into a pariah.
Okay, buddy. Oh yeah, I was removed from every platform. I was casted out. Oh my.
Boo-hoo. That just sounds like whining. I was removed. I was like, listen, mate, nobody cares. You say extreme things, some people aren't going to want to rock with you. Some companies aren't going to rock with you. It's just simple as that.
My God, I was banished. You know, this sounds really familiar to that one episode from SpongeBob. I have glass bones and paper skin every morning. I forgot exactly what it was. You know, wake up in pain. Afternoon, I break my legs or something. At night, my spine crumbles into a million pieces. Please buy my chocolate. Basically, play a sub to my Twitch channel, right? Yeah, only complete suckers are actually falling for this. And he's completely all talk, no bite, right? He knows that if he sues anyone, he's getting 50 lawsuits himself from the people he slandered, so he can't do it. And even if he tried to do it this one time, he would lose, right? Because they literally just quoted him. So then he says that he cannot prove he's not anti-Semitic in a court of law.
What if you got a court to say you're not anti-Semitic? First of all, that's going to be a relatively difficult process anyway, because if the judge, if you say anti-Israel is anti-Semitism, then yeah, these guys can just run around and say, oh, you're a Jew hater, you're a Jew hater, you're a Jew hater without any sort of pushback.
Right. I don't know, Hasan. I feel like I could prove that very easily, at least for myself and for anybody else. But the fact that you don't even have confidence that you can prove that you're not anti-Semitic in a court of law, I feel like that's a self-report, man. I mean, it's pretty easy when you're not calling people like inbred and shit. I feel like it's pretty easy.
Country that is packed to the fucking gills with the most inbred, uneducated, ultra-nationalist, rabid, Haredi population.
Anyways, we're in the place where brain cells go to die. Hasan's comment section. Hasan breeds. Wall Street Journal. Anti-Semitism. Yeah, except it's actually true for Hasan. Even Kyle said you should sue them. This has no weight. This is like saying even Frogan said you should eat that Big Mac. I mean, of course she's gonna say it, you know? She's just another clone of him. Absolutely sue Wall Street Journal and the ADL for the discovery emails alone. Yeah, do it, Hasan. Go ahead and do it, actually. I would love to see Hasan involved in any type of lawsuit regarding defamation. It would be so fucking good. Actually, I'd argue the Dems aren't cozy enough with Hasan. Yeah, I mean, they're disavowing him on TV a bunch. But yeah, that's because you're a Psycho Hasan fan. Yes, period. She's responding to the title of, like, should Hasan sue? Sue the hell out of them. Delusional, actual delusion. Girl, get that bag. Get that lawsuit money. Should I sue the Wall Street? Yes. Yes, sue them until they become your newspaper. He literally said he's not doing it. He's pussying out. He's never going to do it.
And all these bozos, again, like I said, sue. Like, again, long, lengthy, expensive effort. He's not going to do it. And doing all that, and he's probably going to lose too. No one with a brain's going to do it. How about you guys do it? You guys go and do it. You want to sue so badly. Everybody wants to sue, but then once the lawyers get involved, now they're trying to move different. It is stupid.
I hope he goes through with it, because we know he's getting cooked in court. Walk and chew gum at the same time. Lawyers can prepare your lawsuit while you're in Cuba. Yeah, we'll get to the Cuba thing in another video. Anyways, turns out it's not the first time Hasan has made a lawsuit threat. He's actually done it a bunch of previous times as well. Here's one of the times recently where he was talking about the China situation. And we also got some Hasan Piker fan logic right here by Rev.
Be on the lookout for a defamation suit councilwoman. Now, of course, this councilwoman from New York City correctly pointed out that Hasan did, in fact, show his followers recently how to make gay men drones, while also saying America deserved 9/11 many years ago, and also correctly pointing out that he hosted a Houthi terrorist on his stream. And
This guy's not okay in the brain. Not okay in the brain. The article's probably cooking, I can't lie. I don't know too much about Hasan, but look at this, bro. How could you actually be on this? Bro's fried.
Also generally supports terrorism, which is something that I can't believe anyone would ever say about this guy.
But this dude just called babies militants.
No, I understand. And there are baby settlers as well.
And this is the response from the average Hasan viewer, okay? Seeing all this. They say, yes, Israel and America are the bad guys. Any hijacking or attack against America is a good thing. If this were Star Wars, she is one of the Republic rebels, and America/Israel are the Sith. Holy Reddit, ladies and gentlemen. That is as cringe Reddit as, well, Hasan.
Right, so if you missed last video, that was basically talking about Zoran Mamdani's wife who was supporting literal terrorists and everybody was canceling her. And we got the Hasan Piker fan logic there where America bad, therefore anything bad happening to America is good, even if it's bombs on innocent lives. I mean, what the fuck? Like, these people are so insane. Like, their brains are completely bricked. Like, you need to have a more nuanced opinion than just this place bad, right? Because then you would think about protecting actual innocent lives and you wouldn't be supporting terrorists who are some of the worst people on earth. Anyways, moving on to another article. This one's after Hasan's Oscar party appearance, and it appears this is a puff piece. Added to the bingo. Vanity Fair dropped an interview with Hasan post-Oscars. Hasan Piker came to our party and says he got frame-mugged by real celebrities. So Vanity Fair did the natural thing and called him up to talk about it. This year's Vanity Fair Oscar party boasted a guest list including hundreds of A-list movie stars, business moguls across every industry, and one very anxious Twitch streamer. Interesting. So A-list movie stars, these are all socialists, of course. These are not hyper-capitalists. These are not millionaires. These are not multi-millionaires. Business moguls. Yes, of course, the working class, of course. that is just the working class who Hasan is fighting for. He would never be caught dead with these people, of course. Before the party, I reached out to a bunch of my friends that are real Hollywood celebrities and not talentless hacks like myself. I asked them what to expect. They were like, it's intense, but don't be nervous. Okay, man. Piker spends 7 hours a day, 7 days a week, dishing out socialist political commentary for millions of primarily Gen Z followers on Twitch. As I said, literally corrupting a generation. I am saving the world with this series, I swear to God. On the left, he's heralded as the only voice capable of seducing young men disaffected by party politics.
Damn, seducing is crazy, I can't lie.
What the fuck? I mean, maybe gay gooner men who thirst after him or some shit like that. But yeah, I swear to God, if you're a straight man and you're watching Hasan Piker, bro, you gotta, get the fuck out of like the group entirely at that point. Like, you don't even have a reason. You ain't even gooning. You actually think his politics is something to be supported. You're a psycho. I mean, I can't think of anybody. I guess Mike from PA. Okay, so that's his clientele. Mike from fucking PA. That's thanks in part to his pairing of uncompromising leftism with alpha male charisma and aesthetics and having giant bro, what is this? Bro, 99% of these articles, except that one which we just went through, is just always talking about the sweat beating off his chest hairs. Oh my lord, the bicep. Oh, brother. Right, so they asked him, what was it like to share the space with powerful billionaires like Jeff Bezos? Did you feel any sense of moral conflict there? The way I see attending an event like that, I jokingly call it terrorism insurance. He's literally admitting it, man. I can't. A lot of people say I'm a terrorist or a lover of the enemy. I mean, yeah. My attendance at events like that is insurance to show that I'm not a terrorist. I'm a normal functioning adult. Yes, no. Okay, so he changed his excuse. Now, he's saying that, oh, he just needs to attend these parties with other billionaires in order to not get called a terrorist. I feel like people can do that, manage that without doing that, you know? I saw Jeff Bezos for a moment, but I tried to evade his peripheral vision. He's the boss of a lot of people who are in that room.
It's kind of crazy how people like me, especially like Hasan, can do something so publicly, so openly, actually just do that thing that they're not doing. That thing kind of makes you this. Like if you beat people up, then you're an assaulter, like a beater, a murderer. If you kill someone, you're a murderer, kind of thing. So he's doing X that makes him Y. And then now when people call him out for being X, that he's done X publicly on camera, video, it's so obvious to anyone. Oh, I'm not X, guys. Even though I've done X, I'm not X. It doesn't make any sense.
but he's directly my boss. He owns Twitch, and my entire life is on Twitch. Shut the fuck up, bro. You'd be fine. I bring a lot of positive PR to... You're actually rage baiting me, bro. You're actually rage baiting so hard, bro. I swear to God. And this counts as doing capitalist things, by the way. Attending a fucking billionaire party, that's a capitalist thing. On the bingo. I bring a lot of positive PR to Twitch, but I bring a lot of heat to Twitch as well. So I've made it a policy to be as invisible as possible. Dude, you go viral every fucking day for another unhinged clip of you like shocking your dog or something. I don't ever want Jeff Bezos to know who I am. There has to be some whiplash going from a glamorous party to Cuba and joining the convoy. You've got to be dynamic, of course. I can be in a room like the Vanity Fair Oscar parties and then 7 days be delivering aid in Havana. Yeah, we'll get to this another video, but let's just say he's traveling in luxury, let's just say. This is what the media environment requires. In fact, another reason I go to events like the Vanity Fair party is to talk to as many people as possible, specifically to bring more awareness to things like this. It's a mission I absolutely failed on at the VF party, but there's always next year, so okay. Right, so his true agenda is to converse with the billionaires, be like, hey, have you heard about the Hasan Piker stream? We're going to Cuba right now. The grift some more. Yeah, nice, moron. If you were invited to go again next year, would you go? Oh yeah, I would definitely go. I'd go with the plan of action. I would not be too afraid to talk to Wagner and Javier, and I'd probably drink a little bit beforehand. Yeah, so he's literally saying he'll do it again and again, despite his own fans calling him out, saying he's a massive hypocrite and basically betraying his fans, right? Appeal to young men? Pretty sure this guy's fan base is just terrorists, women, and gay dudes. I don't know anyone that takes him seriously. Bro, last time I had a bunch of people in my comments saying, like, we don't claim this guy. I'm so sorry if you're gay and you don't support Hasan. Like, oh my God, this guy is such an embarrassment. Bro, you are just dedicated. Hasan continues to mug, look cool, fight racism. Okay, yeah, nice rage bait, man. I'll still say you're rank number 2. You're less annoying than that Spev guy, the fucking moron. It took him only a week to go from, I'll just stream on YouTube if Twitch censors my strongly held ideals, to I'm scared to even slightly confront an exploitative billionaire because he's my boss at Twitch. Yep, pretty much. Interesting that Hasan reveals he's scared of Jeff Bezos. I mean, I'm sure he knows who Hasan is. He's probably got a bunch of reports of that guy. I don't know. Giant biceps. Ah, yes, the 50-year-old gooner woman. Taylor Lorenz behind every article in the shadows. And it's written by a woman. Probably had to sit on towel together. Jesus Christ. Moving on to Debunker XQC. Responding to Hasan bragging about his expertise. XQC on Hasan calling himself an expert in international relations.
If I look at your comments in the Asmongold chat and I find out that you're glazing his analysis, will you feel a sense of shame? Literally my area of expertise when it comes to international relations, when it comes to talking about anti-imperialism. Not only do I have a degree in just this, both to my right and
yo, true.
You
can absolutely tell that somebody's an expert when they're at work and they have 20 tabs of Twitter open. I mean, clearly they're on the job while researching it. Very important fucking information.
Liberal content creator.
But damn, someone told XQC to turn the lights on. That's crazy. You can barely see bro's face. Makes him look like a basement door. Like, go outside, bro. Like, bro, you turn on the lights. Look at my background. Nice and bright. Lovely day. And yeah, just turn the lights.
Guys, this is like Einstein having books behind him. It's Hasan with Twitter tabs. I mean, we're watching a genius at work, dude. That's impressive as shit.
I do have the specific knowledge to communicate.
So why didn't he have any journalism piece and analysis on the shot caller? Why not? Why didn't he study? Because I mean, he studied that. He's the expert to debunk his own claim.
He regurgitates American enterprise.
Who's that what?
Please just make him stop talking. I can't fucking take it anymore.
Okay, that chatter is onto something, all right? Listening to Hasan's voice. I mean, dude, the things I do for you guys. People think YouTubing is easy. I've been listening to Hasan every day for a year. Holy fucking shit. Imagine the mental resilience I've had to build up to survive this torture. Holy shit. But yeah, he's right. I mean, Hasan is basically this generation's Einstein, right? I mean, Einstein read a bunch of physics books. Hasan read a bunch of tweets. It's pretty much the same thing. You know, Einstein might have done some discoveries, photoelectric effect, relativity, all that. Hasan has discovered new ways to shock his dog, you know, and call everybody Israel dick riders and Nazis. It's truly on the same level, I'd say. Also, as Mingold mentioned, that's a bingo. And pretty much this entire video was a meltdown, so we'll just add that too. Pure responded, he has a bachelor's degree in political science. XCC sounds like a Mexican that's been living in the US for 30 years and can't speak English. Okay, that's a weird thing to say. But also, his degree is from 2013. He literally was just last video saying, oh, I can't believe Zoran Mamdani's wife said the N-word in 2013. It doesn't even matter. That was so long ago. It's completely irrelevant. That's what his degree was. It must be tough for Hasan being so highly qualified, yet somehow getting every prediction he makes wrong. Clearly, he was right and the world was wrong. He's not even an expert in interpersonal relations. He's an expert in shocking his dog, that's for sure. Unfortunately, we did not get a bingo today, but maybe next time.
And yeah, that's the video. Another Hasan El seems getting roasted by the articles. Will he go to court and waste his money and time? His dumbass chatters wish it, but we live in the real world, so he probably won't, but he might. Anyway, like, subscribe and all that good stuff. See ya.